Hello everyone, welcome to your writing practice series for HSC examinations. Today we'll see chapter number 2, that is sources of corporate finance. First question, answer in one sentence. Answer in one sentence. In that, write first question. What is a share? What is a share? Answer. A share is the smallest unit. Share is the smallest unit of the share capital. Of the share capital of a company. A share is the smallest unit of the share capital of a company. Second question. Question number 2. What are equity shares? What are equity shares? Answer. Equity shares are shares that do not that are not preference shares. And do not carry priority in receiving dividends nor repayment of capital. Repayment of capital nor repayment of capital. Third question. Question number 3. What are preference shares? What are preference shares? What are preference shares? Answer. Preference shares are the shares. Preference shares are the shares that have preference shares are the shares that have preferential rights. Preferential rights with regard to receiving dividends dividends regard to receiving dividends, and repayment of capital, and repayment of capital, repayment of capital. Fourth question, what are retained earnings? What are retained earnings? A part of net profit, a part of net profit which is not distributed, which is not distributed to shareholders, which is not distributed to shareholders as a dividend, as a dividend, but retained by the company, but retained by the company as reserve fund, as reserve fund is retained earnings, is retained earnings. So this was your retained earnings. Question number 5th. What is a debenture? What is a debenture? It is a document. It is a document or instrument issued in the form of debenture certificate, debenture certificate under the common seal, under the common seal of the company, under the common seal of the company, acknowledging or evidencing the debt, acknowledging or evidencing the debt. Question number 6th. What is a bond? What is a bond? A bond is a debt security. A bond is a debt security and a formal contract, to repay borrowed money, to repay borrowed money with interest, with interest. Question number 7. In which country can ADR can ADR be issued, which is American Depository Receipt? Answer is ADR, which is American Depository Receipt, is a depository receipt that is issued in the USA, that is United States of America. Question number 8. In which country can GDR be issued? Can GDR be issued? Answer: GDR being Global Depository Receipts can be issued in countries other than USA, in countries other than USA. Ninth question, question number 9. What are convertible debentures? What are convertible debentures? The answer is convertible debentures are debentures that are converted into equity shares after a specific period as specified at the time of issue. Tenth question. What are cumulative preference shares? What are cumulative preference shares? The cumulative preference shares are shares where where dividend, if not paid in a year, accumulates till it is paid. Till it is paid. So these are your 10 questions related to answer in one sentence from chapter number 2 of SP, that is sources of corporate finance.